Hello ladies and gents! So today we have a bit of a special video, as we have the pleasure of watching a cool replay from everyone's favorite Aging Jedi, an awesome YouTuber and streamer who you actually might have also come across on Circumflex's streams. I really enjoy watching his videos, so if by any chance the name doesn't sound familiar, do yourself a favor and check out his works through the links in the description. You won't be disappointed. Now, another reason why you might wanna check him out is as he just released a video earlier this week featuring myself getting a Radley Volters in my trusty T34. A link to this video has been included down below as well for your convenience. But shameless promotion aside, what do we have here today? Well, Senior Jedi will be teaching the enemy a lesson in the Challenger today, which is, if you don't know, a mobile little tank destroyer that gets relatively rarely featured in the videos these days. And while the machine itself might be not overly popular, that just makes the following game all the more sweet. Check this out! Alright, so here we are in our Challenger, this time around in a standard battle on the good old Abbey map. Now, looking at the matchmaking, it's really good news and more good news. We are not top tier, but there are only a couple of tier 8s on the enemy team, and the rest are tier 7s and actually quite a few tier 6s as well, who we should be able to chew up quite nicely. We also seem to have the upper hand in terms of experienced players, although this can be both a positive thing and a curse at the same time. While we have probably the better chances to take this game down, at the same time when all the good players are on your team, it also means that if you really want to get a nice result, you have to push quite aggressively. Otherwise, the others will just hoover up the damage before you get into position. And this is exactly, by the way, why sometimes you will see that the favorable team just throws away its advantage by playing super aggressively, and the good players dying in the beginning of the match. It's probably exactly because they wanted to make sure that they have a decent result out of the game. But until we push in a very aggressive location here in the middle, we might be coming up against some of the more dangerous players, like that 50T can easily turn up here, WZ as well. Oh, never mind, there is actually a 110 pushing the middle. Interesting positioning. But that's nothing we will be complaining about. Now the 50T is behind us, and that's something that we have to be careful about. Luckily there is a Hellcat and a Panther 2 covering our ass, which means we are free to snipe these guys down. Look at this array of enemies, a Nashorn, a Cromwell and a very dead 110. This is beautiful. Now you might realize that we have a really decent rate of fire, however our shots doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. And that's because this is a tank destroyer with a rather special gun. It has a very measly 150 alpha damage per shot, but that's combined with a great rate of fire, and that Cromwell will be a very dead Cromwell. There we go, it's already 3 kills, Jesus. So, very low alpha damage, very high rate of fire, and by the way, extreme accuracy. 0.29 meters dispersion is huge, and that's also combined with a 10 degrees of gun depression and 1.53 seconds of aim time. So, while the gun might not have a huge punch, if you can keep it shooting, it will chew up the enemy quite nicely. But back to the game. Things are looking rather ugly. We are being squeezed in from both sides, especially from the right, and SU-12244 rears its ugly head, and that's a really dangerous tier 7 tank destroyer. Probably can 3-shot us. Now, so far so good. The angled lower plate can be a tricky one to penetrate. Oh, Tiger B is moving in as well. I think we were aiming at the tracks there, which was absolutely the right thing to do. So far, he doesn't seem to notice us actually. Now have a look at this accuracy. We can snipe that cupola over and over again. Oops, I think they did realize that we were here. Quickly get back into cover. And whoa, that was no damage. I think that might have been an AG shot. It was a little bit strange, but we are definitely not complaining. Look at this pinpoint accuracy though. Now, the Tiger P is just sitting there, and well, he's not the most experienced player, so we can definitely keep on punishing him, while also protecting our health. It seems that the 50T did pull back, so while it did look extremely dangerous in the beginning, now it's just a case of cleaning up this mess. Come on, Tiger P. 2 more shots. But first, a little light tank snack. And look at this rate of fire. Absolutely beautiful. We are over 3000 damage now. Not too shabby. Now we can get ourselves into gear. We will be able to hunt down this Tiger P without any problems. The beautiful power to weight ratio and 52 km per hour top speed makes this thing really mobile. The only thing that's a little bit negative about the mobility is the turret traverse, which is 17 degrees only per second. That's worse than what the Hellcat has, for example. But back to the game, surprisingly it's quite tight actually. 10 versus 10 at the moment, we are on 5 kills. And there are quite a few enemies there on the other side, who did manage to secure the other flank, expected to push up towards our cap anytime now. Luckily the Su-100Y and the T-43 are capping, with about 20 seconds left, so the game seems to be rather secure, but it would be really nice to secure some more damage. Oh, there we go! Oh, poor Tiger 1, dinner has been served. Well, that guy won't bounce these shots, that's for sure. 171mm of penetration might not be great, but that's well enough for a Tiger. And with the enemy base being captured, that's it for this game. Damn, talking about non-stop action. What an absolute shame that this match was cut short by our teammates capping out. This could have been the difference between a great game and a truly epic one. But a win is a win, and if you only have a measly 150 alpha damage, scoring a close to 4000 damage without being top tier is a very respectable result nonetheless. So, this was of course an ace tanker game in the Challenger, finishing just shy of a top gun with 5 kills in the end. All this carnage meant that we could in the end bag a nifty 53,000 credits and actually a whopping 10,680 experience, all thanks to a 5x event running back at the time. Looking at the team results, I think we can safely say that this was a double carry together with that friendly Panther too. Who said rapid-firing low alpha damage guns were useless when not top tier? All in all, we fired an impressive 36 shots in less than 6 minutes, most of our regular AP shells actually, 33 of which hit and 29 of them penetrated as well. And as we didn't fire any APCR shells in this game, we ended up with a net 45,000 credit profit. Not a bad pay for just a few minutes of work. Right, this was then a short but sweet run in the Challenger, courtesy of Aging Jedi. Special thanks to him once again for this, and I would highly recommend checking him out via the links down below if you are looking for some more great content. I hope you did enjoy our run in the Challenger, and if you did, thanks a lot for considering giving this video a like or sharing it. There is still a lot more to look forward this week, though as expected there will be a few small changes in the schedule. There will be an emergency video tomorrow as I have to move up the Panzer 58 mods review to next week, and the same will happen to the Deus Ex Mankind Divided video as well. There will however definitely be some more cool replays over the weekend to make sure that you get your daily World of Tanks fix. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.